The desert highway is a lonely line, cutting through the mesas and the sage. The sun is sinking like a glass of wine, closing up another heavy page. The red clay hills are bleeding in the heat of an afternoon that didn't wanna die, while I am tracking down my shivering feet under a bruising vast southwestern sky. Vast southwestern sky. I pull the car over at a scenic view where the shadows stretch out long and deep. I'm looking at the mountains turning blue, holding on to secrets I can't keep. The adobe walls are holding in the day while my entire world is growing cold. I watch the desert colors fade to gray, like the tragic story that we never told. And it's a velvet dusk in New Mexico tonight, washing out the last of the remaining light. The sad violin is a canyon wind, crying for the ways we completely sinned. I'm choking on the dust and the heavy regret, staring at a sky that will never forget. From the Broadway rain to the Texas plains, this is the desert where the ghost remains. This is the desert where the ghost remains. A neon sign of a roadside inn flickers at a lonely turquoise glow, reminding me of where we used to begin and how much further I have got to go. You left me on red by the Rio Grande, two blue checks freezing in the purple air, leaving me stranded in this barren land, as if you never really even cared. First came the cold water filling my chest, and the LA smog and the Chicago sleet. Now I'm out in the lonely quiet west, with the desert sand shifting at my feet. A slow piano is a falling star, dropping down into the canyon floor. I'm running out of gas in a stolen car, and I can't find my savior anymore. And it's a velvet dusk in New Mexico tonight, washing out the last of the remaining light. The sad violin is a canyon wind, crying for the ways we completely sinned. I'm choking on the dust and the heavy regret, staring at a sky that will never forget. From the Broadway rain to the Texas plains, this is the desert where the ghost remains. Velvet dust, yeah, the dark is setting in. Cold water in my lungs, now it's desert sand. The final eclipse over a broken land, just the howling wind and the crickets loud, hiding my tears inside a dust storm cloud. Two blue checks under a Santa Fe moon, and the night takes over too soon. Cobblestone streets are slick with freezing rain. The gas lamps flicker in the beacon hill night. I'm dragging the weight of this historic pain under a sky that's completely lost its light. The Charles River is a dark and muddy floor, reflecting the cracks in my broken frame. I'm standing outside of your brownstone door, and I can't even bring myself to whisper your name. The green line is screeching underneath the ground, a hollow echo of the way my heart breaks. I look at the historical markers around and realize we are just monumental mistakes. You handed me my keys with a steady hand, no shaking fingers, no trembling chin. The coldest breakup in this Puritan land, and I don't even know where to begin. And it's a Boston cold, a bitter goodbye under a gray, unresponding New England sky. The sad violin is cutting through the brick and stone, leaving me out on the common entirely alone. I'm choking on the exhaust of the passing cars, staring up at the invisible city stars. From the Texas dust to the Brooklyn height, this is the freeze that kills the final light. I walk past the library gates in the dark, where we used to read on the warm summer days. Now every memory is a freezing spark that vanishes into the November haze. You left me on red by the harbor side, where the Atlantic water is heavy and deep, a cinematic tragedy I cannot hide, and a promise you had no intention to keep. Let it freeze. First came the cold water filling my chest, then the LA smog and the Chicago sleet. Now I'm in the city that handles grief best, burying my heart beneath the snowy street. The piano chords strike like a brick wall drop. The cello is a weight that I cannot lift. I'm waiting for the tectonic shaking the star, but I am just caught in a permanent drift. And it's a Boston cold, a bitter goodbye under a gray, unresponding New England sky. The sad violin is cutting through the brick and stone, leaving me out on the common entirely alone. I'm choking on the exhaust of the passing cars, staring up at the invisible city stars. From the Texas dust to the Brooklyn height, this is the freeze that kills the final light. Boston cold, Boston cold, Boston cold. Yeah, the frost is on the glass. Boston cold, yeah. Cold water in my lungs, now it's freezing rain. The final eclipse of the love we made in vain. Just the sound of the wind through the harbor piers, washing away the last of my wasted tears. Two blue checks on a frozen screen, and the city goes dark. The wind is howling off the freezing lake, cutting through my coat down to the bone. I'm walking down Michigan Avenue, feeling completely and utterly alone. The skyscrapers are hidden in the fog like giant headstones in a graying sky. Every breath I take is a cloud of smoke, a fragile ghost that's born just to die. Is covered in a sheet of ice, distorting everything they used to be. I look at my reflection in the chrome that don't even recognize me. You pack left me behind in the October frost. Now the city is a frozen tomb for every single dream that we lost. And it's a Chicago winter, a frozen heart, a windy city tearing me apart. The temperature is dropping below zero tonight, and there ain't a single savior in sight. I'm standing on the bridge over the icy river, feeling my bones start to split and shiver. You left me on red in the blinding snow, with nowhere left for this numb love to go. The salt is crunching under my boots like the broken promises that you made. I watched the CTA train rattle past, a streak of red that begins to fade. From Texas dust to the Broadway rain, the cinematic sadness found its home right here in the middle of a blizzard breeze, where the water turns to ice on the stone. Blue, I'm locked inside of this deep freeze. I used to find shelter in you, and now I'm begging on my frozen knees. The sad violin is a gust of wind, the slow piano is the falling sleet. I'm just a statue in a heavy coat, paralyzed on a deserted street. And it's a Chicago winter, a frozen heart, a windy city tearing me apart. The temperature is dropping below zero tonight, and there ain't a single savior inside. I'm standing on the bridge over the icy river, feeling my bones start to split and shiver. You left me on red in the blinding snow, with nowhere left for this numb love to go. Chicago winter, cold water in my lungs, now it's turning to ice. The final eclipse of your warming light paid a heavy, heartbreaking price. Just a shivering soul in the dark tonight. The moon is a witness to the whiteout, and my heart goes completely out. Midnight rain on the window pane, I'm washing your favorite cup. It's funny how fast a sweet forever can completely burn right up. The keys are still sitting by the door where you left them hours ago. You took your warmth and you left the storm and a heavy sudden snow. My fingers trace the empty space on the left side of the bed. I'm playing back every single word and everything you never said. The room is echoing with your name, but the shadows don't reply. I'm suffocating in the space between hello and goodbye, and it feels like cold water in my lungs, sinking down where the light never comes. Trying to breathe, but I'm choking on us, drowning inside of your broken trust. Every memory is pulling me deeper. Promise you simply refuse to keep yours begins. And yours begins. The violin bleeds through the floorboards from a radio down the hall. Or maybe it's just the sound of my heart as it shatters against the wall. You made it look so easy to walk without ever looking back, while I am paralyzed in the dark on this lonely, frozen track. Ooh, yeah, I thought your love was a lifeline. Turns out it was just a stone tied to my ankles at midnight, leaving me helpless and alone. Now the cinematic sadness creeps in as the piano chords start to fade. I am a ghost in the beautiful mess that your reckless promises made, and it feels like cold water in my lungs, sinking down where the light never comes. Trying to breathe, but I'm choking on us, drowning inside of your broken trust. Every memory is pulling me deeper. Promise you simply refuse to keep. I'm gasping for air while the tide rolls in, wondering where my life ends and yours begins. Cold water slowly filling up my chest. Cold water, I guess you gave it your best. Just a soft piano note in the dark, a final shivering spark, yeah. The water's got me now. Ooh, and the music fades out. Steam is rising from a styrofoam cup at a counter that's sticky and cold. The fluorescent lights will buzz right up as the morning starts to unfold. I paid $2 to the guy at the till. He doesn't even look in my face while I'm trying to keep my shaking hand still in this dusty, forgotten place. The brew is bitter and it burns my tongue, but it's the only thing keeping me awake, thinking about the lyrics that we once sung and the promises we used to make. I take a sip and I look out the glass at the highway stretching out wide, watching the semi-trucks hurrying past, like the feelings I'm hiding inside. It's just gas station coffee and your memory keeping me company at 4 a.m. brewed way too dark and boiling heavily, reminding me of how it had to end. A cheap paper cup in a broke down town, choking on the steam and the regret, trying to wash the taste of your goodbye down, but I haven't found the remedy yet. I dropped 2 packets of sugar right in, hoping it'll mask the sting of the truth, but there ain't enough sweetness left in my skin to cover up the wreckage of our youth. The radio's playing that same weeping song from the guitar we left in the dark, proving that everything we did was wrong, and we completely smothered the spark. Ooh, yeah. First it was cold water filling my chest, then an empty room and a blue light red. The wind blows a newspaper across Broad Street, slamming against the base of City Hall. I'm tracking the rhythm of my shivering feet, watching the autumn leaves begin to fall. I used to have a shelter in your open arms, a place to hide away from the winter cold. Now I'm exposed to all the city's harms, with a tragic story that is never told. I walk past the murals on the brick facade, beautiful colors on a broken wall, wondering how we beat the heavy odds, just to let the entire empire fall. I sit on a bench in Rittenhouse, Square Park gets empty and my spirit's spent. You locked the door and left me sitting there, without a dollar for the emotional rent. And I'm a homeless heart in Philly tonight, searching for warmth in the neon light. The sad violin is a siren's wail on a midnight train on the regional rail. I'm choking on the steam from the subway grating, drowning inside of your sudden hate. From the Texas dust to the Boston freeze, you got me dropping down to my weathered knees. The Schuylkill River is a muddy grave, flowing away like the love we made. I watch the headlights on the expressway, wondering how fast a memory can fade. You left me on red by the Liberty Bell, irony stinging in my hollow chest. You unlocked a brand new kind of hell for the person who loved you the absolute best. Oh, yeah. First came the cold water filling my lungs, then the LA smog and the Brooklyn Heights. Now I'm a stranger speaking in tongues underneath the flashing stadium lights. I've got no key to the place we build, no code can protect me from this sudden guilt. The piano hits like a concrete floor, and I'm just begging at your brownstone door. And I'm a homeless heart in Philly tonight, searching for warmth in the neon light. Out in the cold, no shelter tonight for this broken soul. The final eclipse of the things you said. Just a homeless heart and a screen left unread. The Market Street lights are starting to dim, and the waters are rising up to the brim. Left out in the cold. I see your headlights backing out the drive. The red tail lights are bleeding through the dark. I'm sitting on the floorboards, half alive, just looking for a single saving spark. You left so clean, you didn't leave a trace. No messy tears, no drama on the lawn. But I am frozen in this empty space, just counting up the seconds you've been gone. Do you turn the radio up loud to drown the quiet creeping in your car? Or do you lose yourself inside a crowd to try and save distance where we are? I wonder if my name feels like a ghost that hitches a rise inside your passenger seat. The one you used to say you loved the most, now just a stranger on a one-way street. I hope you think of me when the piano plays those heavy chords from our better days. I hope it stings a little in the quiet night when you realize you didn't treat me right. Yeah, when the cold wind starts to push and shove and you're shivering without my love, I hope you catch your breath and finally see. I hope you think of me. I bet you think that you got off so free, that you can wash your hands and just walk on. But memories don't bend that easily. They linger long after the fire is gone. Every coffee shop and midnight drive has got my shadow painting up the walls. You're gonna find out just to stay alive. You have to face the ghost that always calls. Oh, I don't want you back, let's make that clear. The trust is broken and the river's dry. But I don't wanna simply disappear like smoke against the heavy midnight sky. I want my absence to be loud and cold, a heavy weight inside your hollow chest. A tragic story that is never told about the person who loved you the best. I hope you think of me when the piano plays those heavy chords from our better days. I hope it stings a little in the quiet night when you realize you didn't treat me right. Yeah, when the cold wind starts to push and shove and you're shivering without my love, I hope you catch your breath and finally see. I hope Bonfires dying on the ocean sand. The cedar shingles look a faded gray. I'm holding on to nothing but a handful of sand, watching the daylight completely slip away. The seasonal shops are boarding up their doors. The summer crowds are heading back to town, and I am walking down these lonely shores as the October chill comes crashing down. We used to drive down Old Montauk Highway with the windows down and your hand on my knee. Now the Atlantic is a violent spray, erasing every footprint of you and me. I find your broken sunglasses in the weeds, right by the path that leads up to the light. The brutal evidence of what a heartbreak needs to ruin the last remaining warm night. And it's the last day of summer in Montauk tonight, washing away our names in the fading light. The sad violin is a coastal breeze, bending the pines completely to their knees. I'm choking on the salt and the heavy regret, staring at a shore that we'll never forget. From the Texas dust to the harbor docks, our love is just shattering against the rocks. The lighthouse beam is cutting through the fog, a lonely circle turning round and round. Like the mechanical way I track my thoughts, searching for a savior that was never found. You left me on red by the surfside hotel, two blue checks freezing in the ocean spray. A cinematic tragedy you know so well, as you would take the highway and you drive away. First came the cold water filling my chest, then the LA smog and the Philly street. Now I'm at the end of Long Island for rest, with the cold tide pulling at my bare feet. The piano strikes like a crashing wave. The summer love turned into a winter grave. The motels are dark and the umbrellas are down, and I am a ghost in a ghost town. And it's the last day of summer in Montauk tonight, washing away our names in the fading light. The sad violin is a coastal breeze, bending the pines completely to the knees. I'm choking on the salt and the heavy regret, staring at a shore that we'll never forget. From the Texas dust to the harbor docks, our love is just shattering against the rocks in Montauk. Yeah, the season's all over now. Cold water in my lungs, now the autumn's here. The final eclipse of the things we held dear. Just the sound of the waves on the empty beach. Everything we had is way out of reach. Two blue checks under a gray lighthouse sun, and the warmth is completely done. The foghorn is blowing through the harbor gray, the smell of salt and diesel in the air. I watched the massive vessel pull away and realized that you were on it there. The iron chains are rattling on the stone, the morning mist is damp against my face. You took the only future I had known and left me stranded in this rusted place. water churns the foam behind the stern as the propellers push you out to sea, burning the only bridge you had to burn, and cutting every anchor tying you to me. I looked down at the ticket in my hand. I used this piece of paper in the rain. You left me standing on the timberland to navigate this tidal wave of pain. And I've been left behind at the docks tonight, watching your ship slip out of human sight. The sad violin is a seagull's cry under a heavy unresponding sky. I'm choking on the exhaust in the river brine, drowning inside of this design of mine. From the Texas dust to the Philly street, the water's finally rising to my feet. The water's finally rising to my feet. The green crane towers shadow over me like giant monsters in the morning light. I'm trapped between the concrete and the sea, with no remaining savior in sight. You left me on red by the shipping bay, two blue checks fading in the ocean spray. A cinematic tragedy on the pier, and I am just a ghost remaining here. First came the cold water filling my lungs, then the LA smog and the Boston freeze. Now I'm the fool who's speaking in tongues, begging the wind on my weathered knees. The dark Atlantic is a pulling tide, mirroring the hollowness I hide inside. The piano hits like a crashing wave, and the harbor floor is a lonely grave. I'm left behind at the docks tonight, watching your ship slip out of human sight. The sad violin is a seagull's cry under a heavy unresponding sky. I'm choking on the exhaust in the river brine, drowning inside of this design of mine. From the Texas dust to the Philly street, the water's finally rising to my feet. At the docks, the final eclipse of the love we made. No lifeline thrown across the harbor deep, just a lonely promise that you couldn't keep. The black waters pulling at the wooden beams and swallowing the last of my broken dreams, and the ship is completely gone. You're buzzing under a purple sky, somewhere off of Interstate 10. I'm watching 18-wheelers rolling by, wishing I could turn back time again. I bought a bitter cup of black coffee just to feel something warm in my hand, but nothing touches the frost inside of me since you left me in this lonely land. The dust is blowing across the concrete lot where we pulled over just to have it out. You slammed the door on everything we got and left me standing in a cloud of doubt. Now the state of Texas stretches wide and blue, 1,000 miles of asphalt and regret. I'm staring at the road that swallowed you, with a goodbye that I'll never forget. And I left my heart at a Texas rest stop, right beside a broken vending machine, watching the teardrops in the rainfall drop on the saddest highway that I've ever seen. You took the car and you took our tomorrow, left me hitchhiking through the pain. Nothing but a suitcase full of sorrow and a slow piano crying in the rain. machine, light is flickering low, casting long shadows on the bathroom wall. There's nowhere left for a ghost like me to go, and no one left for me to text or call. I'm just a stranger in a roadside town where people only stop to fill their tank, watching the Lone Star sun go sinking down into the biggest modern memory blank. Ooh, yeah. From the empty rooms to the digital scars, now I'm stranded out here in the wild, under a million cold country stars, for feeding the love of a favorite child. The guitar is weeping on the radio station, playing a melody so soft and slow, a cinematic song of devastation for the girl who had to let you go. And I left my heart at a Texas rest stop, right beside a broken vending machine, watching the teardrops in the rainfall drop on the saddest highway that I've ever seen. You took the car and you took our tomorrow, left me hitchhiking through the pain, nothing but a suitcase full of sorrow and a slow piano crying in the rain. Texas rest stop, at a Texas rest stop, yeah, miles away from home. Just blue checks, cold water and diesel smoke, the final eclipse of the word you spoke. Now I'm just waiting for a midnight bus, buried in the dust of us. Ooh, deep in the heart of nowhere. Driving down the Sunset Boulevard, palm trees look like skeletons in gray. I'm breathing in the ash of Hollywood, watching all the color burn away. The heavy air is sitting on my chest, worse than the smoke from a cigarette. I traded everything to move out west, just to build a palace of regret. The valley lights are flickering below, like diamonds buried in a dirty glass. I'm stuck in bumper to bumper, traffic slow, watching everybody else just pass. I look at the billboard with your pretty face, smiling down from 50 feet in the air. You conquered the city, you took the space, and acted like I was never even there. And I'm lost in the LA smog tonight, choking on the dreams that we couldn't ignite. You left me on red in the neon glare. Now I'm breathing in a poison I can't bear. From the Texas dust to the freezing lakes, this is the final destination of our mistakes. Yeah, the haze settles down on the city of stone, and the stars up in heaven look dirty and lone. I roll the windows up to hide the sound off a cinematic cello playing low. Or maybe it's just the city breaking down underneath the weight of the studio show. You told me out here we would find it bloom, that the Golden Coast would heal the scars. Instead I'm suffocating in a crowded room, staring at the fake sidewalk stars. Ooh, yeah. First it was cold water in my chest, then a blizzard tearing me apart. Now I'm in the city that loves you best, while it suffocates my heavy heart. There's a layer of dust on the windshield glass, a layer of lies up in heaven look dirty and lone. Lost in the smoke, yeah, the air is getting thick. Cold water in my lungs, now it's heavy haze. The final eclipse of our golden days. Just tail lights burning through the dirty white. No ocean breeze to save me tonight. Two blue checks on a Hollywood sign, and the screen goes dark. Your reflections are bleeding in the street, puddles of amber and algorithmic blue. I'm tracking the rhythm of strangers passing feet, trying to step away from the thought of you. The theater marquees are glowing bright and high, but they're just casting shadows on my face. Under a weeping low Manhattan sky, I am a ghost in this crowded, frantic place. The yellow cabs go splashing through the dark, spraying the sidewalk with a cold gray sheet. I keep my head down, walking past the park, feeling the asphalt shivering under my feet. You used to hold my hand against the chill right by the marquee where the actors bow. Now it's a stage that I can never fill, just an empty balcony of here and now. And it's midnight rain on Broadway tonight, washing away our names in the flashing light. The sad violin is playing from an open door, singing for a love that doesn't live here anymore. I'm choking on the steam from the subway grate, drowning in the theater of my own mistake. Yeah, the rain keeps falling on the crowded stone, and the biggest show in town is me here alone. I see a couple laughing under an umbrella, sharing a coffee in a paper cup. Reminds me of that Texas rest stop fella, and how a sweet forever can just burn right up. The city never sleeps, it doesn't give a damn about the text you left on permanent red. It just keeps moving, hiding who I am, burying every single word you said. Ooh, let it pour from the lonely highways to the city lights. The cinematic sadness follows me around, a million tourists on these crowded nights, and not a single soul can hear my broken sound. The final eclipse is happening in my mind as the billboards flicker and the colors fade. I left the exit and the road behind to stand inside the mess your promises made. And it's midnight rain on Broadway tonight, washing away our names in the flashing light. The sad violin is playing from an open door, singing for a love that doesn't live here anymore. I'm choking on the steam from the subway grate, drowning in the theater of my own mistake. Yeah, the rain keeps falling on the crowded stone, and the biggest show in town is me here alone. Midnight rain, yeah, soaking through my coat. Cold water in my lungs on a city street. The weeping guitar notes are faint and slow, just the sound of the tires and the moving fleet. The curtains falling on the things we used to know. Two blue checks in the city glow, and and the lights go dark on Broadway. The frame falls face down on the bedroom floor. The glass fractures right across your face. I'm staring at the splinters by the door, a sharp reminder of this empty space. I built a castle out of everything you said. Believe the future that you painted blue. Now I'm just trapped inside a crowded head, with pieces of the dreams I had for you. The mirror mimics what I can't disguise, the dark circles in the hollow look. I see the cold indifference in your eyes, like closing up a heavy, finished book. You didn't even try to make it right. You didn't even offer a defense. Just left me standing in the midnight light, with a heartbreak that makes no damn sense. And these are shattered hopes on a concrete floor. We ain't walking through that golden door. The slow piano is a heavy stone, crushing the remains of the life we've known. I'm choking on the dust of the things we planned, drowning in a love that I don't understand. From the Texas dust to the Montauk shore, we are a promise that exists no more. The sad violin begins to swell and cry, an echo of the things we couldn't save. I look up at a dark, unresponding sky and watch our expectations hit the grave. You left me on red with the broken trust, 2 blue checks on a ruined design, turning our beautiful empire to dust and crossing out your name right next to mine. First came the cold water filling my chest, then the LA smog and the Boston chill. I gave you the parts of me that were the best, and you just left me standing completely still. Now the fragments are cutting into my skin as I try to pick up what we used to be. There is no way to let the light back in when you've completely shattered me. And these are shattered hopes on a concrete floor. We ain't walking through that golden door. The slow piano is a heavy stone, crushing the remains of the life we've known. I'm choking on the dust of the things we planned, drowning in a love that I don't understand. From the Texas dust to the Montauk shore, we are a promise that exists no more. Shattered hopes, the final eclipse of the things you swore. Cold water in my lungs, now it's on the floor. Just sharp edges in the dark tonight, no savior coming to make it right. 2 blue checks on a broken frame, and I forget the sound of my own name. The Malibu breeze is rolling through the open bay. The sky is bleeding layers of a deep magenta flame. I'm dropping down the gears along the coastal highway. The ocean air refuses to echo your sweet name. The R&B piano hits a warm cascading chord, a slow syncopated rhythm tracking with the engine's purr. I am a lonely driver on a scenic wooden board, blinded by the memories of the way we proudly were. The dashboard clock is ticking down to 7:45, the exact same time we used to pull onto the sandy cliff. I'm forcing my exhausted, shaking hands to safely drive, fighting off the coldness of a sudden psychological stiff. The ambient strings begin to cinematic swell over the golden hour, splashing on the empty seat. I am a transient prisoner inside a moving cell, chasing the horizon of a total, absolute defeat. And it's a sunset over the Pacific Coast Highway without you, the most beautiful tragedy that I have ever seen. The waves are crashing heavy down into the midnight blue, washing out the outline of what we used to mean. The sad violin is scoring my lonely westward drive, a slow pop ballad for a California wreck. I'm trying to convince my spirit that I'm still alive, with a heavy anchor sitting in my fragile neck. The low pop bass line drops like a rolling coastal tide, vibrating through the chassis and the soles of my worn shoes. I spent so many summers with you laughing by my side. Now I'm just navigating these high velocity blues. The neon signs are pointing to my flickering ahead, casting long synthetic shadows on the winding lane, replaying every single bit of phrase that you said underneath the gorgeous sky that marks my internal pain. And it's a sunset over the Pacific Coast Highway without you, the most beautiful tragedy that I have ever seen. The waves are crashing heavy down into the midnight blue, washing out the outline of what we used to mean. The sad violin is scoring my lonely westward drive, a slow pop ballad for a California wreck. I'm trying to convince my spirit that I'm still alive, with a heavy anchor sitting in my fragile neck. Oh, turn down the brilliance of the golden sun, put out the fire burning on the water's edge. I am suffocating from what your fleeting love has undone, as I drive this vehicle along the canyon ledge. Can you feel the gravity of a permanent goodbye, echoing across the cliffs of this deserted coast? I am watching all our West Coast dreams instantly die, and trading the reality for a beautiful, haunting ghost. The sun sinks down, the sky turns gray, the headlights catch the ocean spray. PCA fade to black. Green highway signs are flashing overhead in the middle of a blind pouring rain. I'm looking back at everything you said and navigating all this heavy pain. The GPS is telling me to turn, but I just keep on driving straight ahead, passing up the bridges that I need to burn, staring at the taillights up ahead. Mile marker 99 is slipping past, just like the years I traded for your lies. I knew a love like ours could never last. I saw the darkness coming in your eyes, but I was blinded by the dashboard glow, believing every promise that you made. Now I'm 100 miles from where I need to go, watching all my independence fade. And that was the exit I should have taken, back before my entire world was shaking, back when I still had a little pride to say. Before I let you dig this lonely roadside grave, I saw the off-ramp burning in the night, but I just accelerated through the light. Now I'm stranded on a highway of regret, chasing a ghost that I can't outrun yet. The windshield wipers, res me please complain, beating up the tempo of my grief, like a sad piano crying in the rain, looking for a moment of relief. I could have turned around at Union Square, I could have left you standing in the cold. Instead I'm breathing in this toxic air, trapped inside a story already told. Ooh, first came the cold water in my lungs, then the blue checks on the silent screen. Now I'm a fool who's speaking in tongues at a Texaco station that's neon green. I had a dozen chances to break free, to pull the wheel and save my own damn heart, but I let your gravity control me and steer me right into the dark. And that was the exit I should have taken, back before my entire world was shaking, back when I still had a little pride to save. Before I let you dig this lonely roadside grave, I saw the off-ramp burning in the night, but I just accelerated through the light. Now I'm stranded on a highway of regret, chasing a ghost that I can't outrun yet. The exit I missed, yeah, I drove right past. Now the tank is running low on gas, just diesel smoke, bad coffee and tears, paying for the choices of my wasted years. No U-turns allowed on this road tonight, just black asphalt and no exit in sight. Ooh, I should have taken it. The silver light is choked out by the dark, the moon is slipping into shadows now. We reached the end of our remaining spark, and I am forced to finally make my bow. The sky is turning completely black and cold, the perfect mirror for this hollow chest. The final story of our love is told, and I'm laying all the ghosts to rest. I feel the temperature drop 10 degrees as your orbit pulls away from mine. I'm falling down completely to my knees at the expiration of our time. No cosmic alignment will bring us back, no gravity can fix what we destroyed. Just two cold planets on a broken track, drifting forever out into the void. And this is our final eclipse, the last goodbye on our frozen lips. The total darkness taking over the sun, the bitter proof that you and I are done. No light is breaking through the heavy gray. You took the remaining pieces of my day and left me standing in a shadow so deep, a lonely promise that I couldn't keep. Piano strikes a heavy final chord, the violin lets out a dying cry. I'm handing over my defeated sword under a blacked out, unresponding sky. You left me on red, you left me to drown. You made the weeping guitar lose its tune. Now the last curtain is coming down as the darkness swallows up our moon. To the midnight air, a ring of fire that is burning out. I look around and you are nowhere there, just the finality of fear and doubt. We had a moment in the blinding sun, but alignment only lasts a little while. Now the eclipse is completely done, I'm forgotten in your modern file. And this is our final eclipse, the last goodbye on our frozen lips. The total darkness taking over the sun, the bitter proof that you and I are done. No light is breaking through the heavy gray. You took the remaining pieces of my day and left me standing in a shadow so deep, a lonely promise that I couldn't keep. The moon has closed its witness eyes, just blackness, just silence. It's over now. It's over now. Dust is settling on the lacquer case in the corner where we used to sing. I can't bring myself to touch the fretboard or tune a single heavy string. The acoustic notes used to warm the kitchen, now the silence is a sharp, cold knife. Every chord we struck was a perfect picture of a beautiful mistaken life. I see the pic you left on the counter with the faded logo from that summer show. I'm trapped inside of this empty venue with nowhere left for my heart to go. The amplifier is like it's waiting for your hands to play. But the stage is dark and the crowd is gone, and you are a million miles away. And the guitar weeps alone tonight, crying out in the dim stage light. A hollow body and a broken heart, singing the blues since we fell apart. Every vibration is a wave of pain, like a sad solo in the pouring rain. It's the only voice that understands the ghost of the person that I miss the most. I try to strum a simple minor chord, but my fingers feel like blocks of ice. The resonance just hurts my chest, paying a heavy, lonely price. The wood remembers the way you held it, the strings remember your gentle touch. It's crazy how a piece of wire and trees can make a person feel way too much. Pull the strings until they finally snap, let the feedback scream out my regret. There's no melody that can bring you back, and there's no song that can make me forget. Just a slow, agonizing bend of the note fading out into the midnight air. A beautiful tragedy written in song for a love that is no longer there. And the guitar weeps alone tonight, crying out in the dim stage light. A hollow body and a broken heart, singing the blues since we fell apart. Every vibration is a wave of pain, like a sad solo in the pouring rain. It's the only voice that understands the ghost of the person that I miss the most. The guitar weeps, yeah, it cries for you in the quiet room where the shadows grow, just a dying echo on a rusty string. A final song I didn't wanna sing, and then the music stops. Water towers standing in the gray, like rusted sentinels against the sky. I watch the F train rattle far away as the evening colors bleed and die. The Manhattan skyline starts to glow, a wall of diamonds just across the stream. But from this tar paper roof below, it feels like an unreachable dream. The brick chimneys are breathing out the heat, our family's laughing by the dinner plate, while I am pacing high above the street, wondering how love could turn away. My phone vibrates against the cold concrete. I look down hoping for a change of heart, but it's just news alerts and crowd deceit. We are a million miles of space apart. And on the lonely rooftops of Brooklyn tonight, I'm looking for a savior in the flashing light, choking on the exhaust and the heavy regret, staring at a city that will never forget. From the Texas dust to the LA haze, this is the wreckage of our golden days. The wind is blowing bitter through the clothesline. Why? painted on the wall, a faded heart with initials in the blue. It's crazy how the highest things can fall and leave you wondering what you ever knew. The sad violin is a siren down below, wailing through the intersections loud and clear. A cinematic symphony of letting go, to tell the world that you're no longer here. First it was cold water filling up my chest, then a freezing blizzard down in Illinois. Now I'm on a fire escape, looking for rest from the ghost of a boy I couldn't destroy. The brick and the mortar are cold to the touch, the bridge in the distance is arches of stone. I never knew that loving you would cost this much, or leave me standing this high and alone. And on the lonely rooftops of Brooklyn tonight, I'm looking for a savior in the flashing light, choking on the exhaust and the heavy regret, staring at a city that will never forget. From the Texas dust to the LA haze, this is the wreckage of our golden days. The wind is blowing bitter through the clothesline wire, and I'm just a spark from a dying fire. On the rooftops, high above the noise, cold water in my lungs, now it's city air. The final eclipse of the things we shared, just clothesline shaking in the midnight breeze, dropping down completely to my weathered knees. Two blue checks under a Brooklyn moon, and the skyline fades. The silver light is spilling through the blinds, bleaching the harbor where we used to dance. I'm hunting through the wreckage of my mind, looking for where we lost our only chance. The clock is crawling past the hour of 3. The neighborhood is sleeping soft and sound, but there is no anesthesia for me, just heavy shadows dragging me back down. I open up the window for some air, the autumn breeze is sharp against my skin. I look up at the spotlight sitting there, watching the lonely state that I am in. Saw the night you packed your heavy bags, saw the tears I swore that I would hide. Now it's the only counselor I have, to hear the secrets burying me alive. And the moon is a witness tonight, bathed in a cold celestial light. It saw the exact moment that you left, it watched you commit the ultimate theft. Steel in the air, right out of my chest, leaving a ghost where a heart used to rest. Yeah, it shines on the mess that you made, a silent observer as the melodies fade. Watches over every single street where you and I used to go driving late. It knows the rhythm that my pulses beat, before you turned our love to heavyweight. It doesn't judge the way I start to cry, it doesn't tell me that I should be strong. It just hangs lonely in a purple sky, knowing exactly where it all went wrong. From a 250,000 miles away, it sees saw the exact moment that you left it, watched you commit the ultimate theft, stealing the air right out of my chest, leaving a ghost where a heart used to rest. Yeah, it shines on the mess that you made, the silent observer as the melodies fade. Piano and the silver light, cold water, empty rooms, and pale skies. Ooh, the moon knows why. The sandstone walls are turning dusty rose as the shadows lengthen on the plaza square. Heavy, quiet reverence starts to close over the tourist walking through the air. I'm standing by the old oak tree alone, where we used to take our pictures in the spring. Now I'm just a stranger carved in stone, feeling the sharp sting that your memories bring. The old Franciscan arches catch the dark like a hollow eye socket in the stone. I'm looking for a single saving spark in a historic place where I am so alone. The battle lines were drawn a year ago. We fought for things we never could defend. Now I am watching the final embers glow on a historic love that reached a bitter end. In this twilight over the Alamo tonight, washing out the last of the remaining light. The sad violin is a cultural cry under a heavy, unresponding sky. I'm choking on the dust and the heavy regret, staring at a fortress that we'll never forget. From the New Mexico canyons to the Broadway rain, this is the mission where I bury my pain. The river walk is buzzing down below, with happy couples drinking margaritas cold, while I am trapped inside this historic show with a tragic story that is never told. You left me on red by the cenotaph, two blue checks freezing in the Texas heat, leaving me with the ghost of our epitaph and the sound of my own retreating feet. First came the cold water filling my chest, and the LA smog and the Boston chill. Now I'm in the city that handles siege best, trying to make my erratic heart stand still. The slow piano is a heavy stone, crushing the defense that I built so high. I'm fighting a losing war entirely alone under a purple San Antonio sky. And it's twilight over the Alamo tonight, washing out the last of the remaining light. The staring at a fortress that we'll never forget. From the New Mexico canyons to the Broadway rain, this is the mission where I bury my pain. Over the Alamo, over the Alamo. Cold water in my lungs, now it's Texas dust. The final eclipse of our broken trust. Just the crickets chirping by the limestone wall, watching the last historic empire fall. Two blue checks under a lone star moon, and the battle is lost.